Ways I want to thank you guys for covering Penn State football and coming out and supporting us. A beautiful night for football. Our fans were phenomenal. They really were. I can't tell you how much we appreciate the type of support that we get from our fans and how they travel. I thought that was significant in the game. Thought it was probably one of the more complete games that we have played in our 6 years. Really kind of in all three phases. Played at a high level. Defensively, that team's been putting up a bunch of points against a bunch of different people, challenging schemes, challenging personnel, and our defense, played lights out. Offensively, I thought Sean was on fire. Really handled being on the road for the first time in a Big Ten environment. I thought the environment there to start the game was challenging as well, and I thought we handled it really well. Just some things to jump out at you. PSU is not allowed a point in the first quarter this season. We're one of 8 schools to have done that in the country. 13 different receivers caught balls, which is great, spreading the love around. Sean Clifford broke the Penn State record for passing yards in the first half with 287 yards. Clifford had 300 yards passing game with 398 yards. It's the 40th 300-yard passing game in PSU history. And the third highest in PSU history. We converted we converted our first 7 third downs and finished 9 of 13. I actually think we were probably better in that because late in the game when we had the 2s in and they were pretty much going cover 0 and blitzing every single play, we really I thought played well on third down on offense and defense. I thought it was a big improvement and probably one of the big differences in the game. First shutout since 2017 and haven't given up a touchdown to Maryland in 12 quarters. So a lot of positive things, a lot of things to build on. I thought we handled the bye week extremely well. It's very important that we take advantage of this extra day that we have from a recovery standpoint as well. We got some guys banged up. We do get an extra day. The staff will get some time with their families. I'll be on the road recruiting, and our players, obviously will get some downtime. Field position, we won the field position battle. Turnover battle, we won the turnover battle. I thought that was the one thing I'd be critical of the interception. Was not a good interception. The guy made a heck of a play, but it was not a good play on our behalf. That'd be the one probably critique I would give Sean in the game. Penalty battle, we won. Some of those penalties I'll be interested to watch on tape, but we won that battle. And then the explosive play battle, we were at 17%. They were at 5%. So, really did some good things. I'm proud of the progress that we've made. We're 1-0 this week, and we're going to have to do everything in our power to find a way to be 1-0 next week. I thought our guys did a really good job of preparation. We need to build on that. Our culture is really good right now. Our chemistry in our locker room is really good. The developmental squad, all the guys that are back at home, really helped us get ready for this game. We thank them, and it was great for a bunch of guys. We got a bunch of guys in the game today. A bunch of local guys were able to get in the game too. Their first playing time, so that's excellent too. So I know I've been talking for a while, but very pleased with the progress that we're making. So open up the question.
James, how important were the 2 first quarter interceptions in taking command of the game? Yeah,
huge. Obviously when you can do that on the road and take the crowd out of the game like that, keep points off the board, create more possessions and more opportunities for your offense, it's significant. The challenge was, we still weren't doing great with time of possession. If you look at the first half, because we had some one-play drives and things like that. But yeah, our defense, I think, is playing with a lot of confidence right now. And I think the thing that probably goes unnoticed is, this talks about us not having a whole lot of shutouts. Well, some of the time we give up shutouts because we play so many guys. So what I thought was so impressive tonight is we played seconds and we played thirds and we played fourths, and they went in and executed the defense at a really high level. So I think that's really good progress. That was the one critique I said in the locker room after the game is our 2s and 3s on offense. have got to play up to the standard. But yeah, I thought the turnovers were significant early in the game, got the crowd out of it, allowed us to swing the momentum and go from there.
James, where was your O-line tonight compared to where it was kind of coming out of Pitt and going into the bye week? A lot of talk about Sean, but it seemed like the O-line was...
Yeah. Obviously, we were able to run the ball. We were able to protect. Sean was able to make plays with his feet. Was able to make plays with his arm, was able to make plays with his mind, did a really good job with protections and communication, even with the noise. We had the one play, obviously, on the first play on offense that I had to burn the timeout, which did not make me very happy, but it's because we were trying to get in the right call, and then we were able to get in the right call and scored on the first play. But I thought the O-line played really well. And as you guys know, it's about matchups. And, some weeks are really challenging matchups, and others you feel like, you got a chance. We had a lot of respect for their outside linebacker DNs coming to the game, a lot of production. But I thought our guys played, at a really high level.
James, what was the message for Micah after he was ejected, and how do you feel like the two guys behind him, or three guys, whatever it was, came in and performed, when he had to go out early there? Yeah,
there wasn't a whole lot of message. I didn't think it was a smart play. I mean, we all know you better tackle from the chest down in football now, and it wasn't like a big hit, but he didn't even try to go down, chest or lower. You don't really get a whole lot of time to talk to him because you're waiting to kind of see what the call's going to be, and then all of a sudden he's going to the locker room. So you don't get a whole lot of time to interact with him. But fortunately, it happened in the first half, so we'll have him, for our next game. And then I thought those other guys went in, obviously, and played really well. Brent's done a really good job of developing those guys and recruiting at the position as well. And we got a lot of guys playing at a high level right now. We really do.
Hey, James, could you talk about a little more Sean's step from the first three games to tonight? Maybe what you saw just first glance, the improvement?
Yeah, I think for a young quarterback, I think the extra time for the bye week was really valuable for him. And he does it the right way. Him and Will really, they're preparing at a really high level and doing the things that they need to do to be successful. The one thing that I was concerned about was the noise, and we made the noise louder than it ever could have been in the stadium, to the point where they lost their voices, the quarterbacks. But the point was made, and I thought we handled it really well. Because the other thing that happens is, if this makes sense, everything just takes longer. So I want the plays in faster because it's going to take longer to get things communicated. You get more delay of games. The communication takes 2 or 3 seconds longer on the road. So I thought he did a really nice job. So I just think he was confident because of the amount of preparation he put in, and I think the way we handled practice with the noise, they were very comfortable that the noise wouldn't be an issue for them.
James, you talked about matchups. Was your speed one matchup that you wanted to get?
I'm sorry?
Was your speed, especially on offense?
Well, we think that they can really run. I thought we did a better job in this game early on in getting KJ the ball. I think the more times KJ can touch the ball, we're going to like what happens. And that doesn't have to always be shots down the field. I didn't think we were as good this game with balls down the field. We haven't been for the last couple of weeks. We got to get that going. We had some opportunities. Chisena made the one huge play, but we had some others that we got to be able to finish. But I just think in general we did a good job of getting KJ the ball early in the game, and we all know he's a difference maker. So I think that was probably the biggest difference with this game with the three previous.
How important do you think it is to go on the road with a young team and have them have a game where they can see the ball go through the hoop, for to steal a basketball phrase, this consistent?
Is that because we're at Maryland that you're using a basketball?
Yeah, just to be able to see everything work and prove of concept.
I'm just messing. Yeah, I think, obviously, young team and the maturation process is always challenging. It's one thing to do it at home, and it's a different thing to do it on the road. But I actually think, again, and I don't want to beat this kind of with a dead, I don't want to beat this dead horse, but I really felt like the way we practiced with the noise, that our guys were so comfortable that I actually think the energy in the stadium, they fed off of. I think it's exciting, for them, and that's kind of how we approached it. We approached it all week long. So But yeah, I think your point is a great one. It's one thing with a young team to play well at home. It's another thing to do it on the road. This team was ranked a few weeks ago. A lot of buzz, and I do think this is a good environment. I do think it's a good environment, especially early on.
Time for two more.
What do you move around? You talked a lot in the lead up to this game about moving your schedule around with the bye week to make sure you stayed on the routine you guys like. How do you handle that now on the backside of it with the extra day off tomorrow?
It'll purely just be a day off for
Saturday.
So the coaches will just grade the film on Saturday, the staff. I'll be on the road recruiting the whole time. The staff will grade the film. So the one thing we'll gain an advantage of is the staff will have basically the whole day off except for 3 hours to grade the film. The players will have the whole day off, and we talked about handling that the right way. Go enjoy yourself and have fun, but do it the right way so Sunday we're more recovered than we normally would be after a Saturday game. And then what it does is it saves us 3 hours on Sunday that we're not spending those 3 hours on grading the previous game, and that we're able to get ahead now, if that makes sense. So you get an extra day to recover, and you're gaining 3 hours from a film perspective, and hopefully the guys will be more productive during the week because their wives and kids are happy because they spent Saturday with them. Mine won't, but I'll be gone all day.
James, I know the want-to-know mindset kicks in again tomorrow, but how gratifying is it to see them come off of this early 2-week break, a lot of young players, and deliver this kind of complete performance?
Yeah, I think it's really rewarding. I mean, I think the hard part when you're dealing with college age guys is, they think life is fair. That if you work hard, you're going to be rewarded, and you're not always. But for building confidence, with this team, it's great to see them rewarded because I was very confident going to bed Friday night that the staff and the players and the trainers and everybody involved in the program, we maximized that bye week the way we should have, and we balanced time to work and time off the right way, and I thought we were fresh, and I thought we were excited, and I thought we were prepared fundamentally, scheme-wise, all of it. We did get a few guys banged up out here. Hopefully we'll have all those guys back for next week. But we'll see. But I think we came into this really confident based on our preparation. That's what I talked to them about all week long. Is you talk about confidence. What is the key ingredient in confidence? Is preparation. You want to do well on an exam, you study like crazy for a week and a half to 2 weeks before the exam. The exam takes care of itself. And it's the same way with football. It's the same way with life.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
We're going to do the players.